नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
नित्यं भागवतसेवया
भगवते उत्तमा श्लोके
भगवते उत्तमश्लोके
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिके
भक्तिर्भवति
ईश्वरा परमकृष्ण
ईश्वरा परमकृष्ण
सच्चिदानन्दविग्रह
सच्चिदानन्दविग्रह
नादिरादिर्गोविन्द
अनादिरादिर्गोविन्द
सर्वकारणकारणम्
सर्वकारणकारणम्
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
देवकीनन्दनाय च
देवकीनन्दनाय च
नन्दगोपकुमाराय
नन्दगोपकुमाराय
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः
करारविन्दे मुपदारविन्दम्
राघवेन्द्रेण पदारविन्दम्
मुखारविन्दे विनिवेशयन्तम्
कारविन्दे विनिविशयन्तम्
पटस्य पत्र सपुटे शयानम्
वटस्य पत्राशपुटे शयानम्
बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि
बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So we have completed 34th sloka, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Can you read the translation, Prabhuji, please?
Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, 4th canto, 30th chapter, verse number 34, by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai.
Even a moment's association with the pure devotee cannot be compared to being transferred to heavenly planets, or even merging into the Brahman effulgence in complete liberation. For living entities who are destined to give up the body and die, association with the pure devotees is the highest benediction. So in this verse, in purport, Prabhupada describes about the nature of a pure devotee who considers either going to the heavenly planet or merging into the Brahman effulgence, not very high or important. Their true goal is to associate with the pure devotee. So Prabhupada says, even though this material world is full of misery, a pure devotee will be happy even in this material world simply by associating with a true devotee or another person in Krishna consciousness, and the goal is to find somebody that is a pure devotee and stick with them. In this way, they can achieve happiness even in this material condition. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Next sloka 35. Bimalji, you are available?
Yeah, Prabhu.
Can you take the sloka, please?
Yeah, sure, Prabhu. 4th canto, 35th chapter, 30th chapter, 35th verse. Srila Prabhupada Ji ki Jai.
Jai.
Yatra deyante kathamrita
यत्र कथामृता
Krishnaya prashamo yatha
कृष्णाय प्रशमो यतः
Nivairam yatra bhuteshu
Nirvairam
Yatra
yatra
Vedam
bhuteshu
Vishu
Nodvego yatra kaschana.
Nadvego yatra kaścana
Synonyms: yatra, where;
yatra
Yatra
where
where
idyante, are worshipped or discussed;
vidyante
Idyante
are
Worship
worshipped or
are
discussed.
discussed.
katha, words;
Katha
Katha
words.
mritaya, pure;
Mrishta
Mritaya
pure.
trishnaya, of material hankerings;
Krishnaya
of material
hankerings.
hankerings.
prasma, satisfaction;
Prasamaha
Prasma
satisfaction.
satisfaction.
yata, by which;
Yatha
Yata
by
by
which
which.
nirvairam, non-enviousness;
Nirvairam
Nirvayam
non-enviousness.
yatra, where;
Yatra where
Yatra Ved
bhuteshu, among living entities;
Vete
Bhuteshu among living entities.
among living entities.
na, not;
Na
Not
udvega, fear;
Udvega
Yudvega
fear.
fear.
yatra, where;
Yatra
Yatra where
kaschana, any.
Krishna
any.
Any.
Translation given by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada Ji ki jai.
Jai.
Yeah.
Whenever pure topics of the transcendental world are discussed,
Whenever
Pure topics of the
Topics of the
world are
transcendental
discussed.
world is discussed.
the members of the audience forget all kinds of material hankerings.
The
members
members of the audience forget all kinds of material
It's a
hankerings,
material hankerings.
At least for the time being.
At
least
least
for the time being.
being.
Not only that,
Not only that,
but they are no longer envious to one another,
but they are no longer envious of one another,
Envious of one another.
nor do they suffer from anxiety or fear.
nor do they
Nor
suffer
do
from
they
anxiety
suffer
or
from
fear.
anxiety or fear.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, Lina Mataji, a few lines.
Yeah, Prabhu. I can't push it up. I can't. Okay, thank you. Okay. Jai Srila Prabhupada. And so this is the purport. Vaikuntha means without anxiety, and the material world means full of anxiety. As stated by Prahalada Maharaja, Sada Samguvegana Vigna Dayam Azad Agrahat, the living entities who have accepted this material world as a residence are full of anxiety. A place immediately become Vaikuntha whenever the holy topics of the personality of Godhead are discussed by pure devotee. This is the process of Sarvanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, chanting and hearing about the Supreme Lord Vishnu as the Supreme Lord Himself confirms. Prabhu, can you read that?
Yeah, this is very beautiful sloka. Please repeat it. Naham tishtami vaikunte
Naham
Tishtami Vaikunte
yogi nam hrudayeshu va
Yoginam Hridayeshu va
tatra tishtami narada
Tatra Tishtami Narada
yatra gayanti madbhaktaha.
Yatra Gayanti Madbhaktaha.
You can read the translation, Mataji, if you
Okay.
Prabhu,
Prabhu,
we can stop here. It is a lot, Let's discuss first para.
like. Just like this translation ends
Okay.
by form fast qualities.
Okay. Yeah, got it. Okay.
Done.
Jai Srila Prabhupada. My dear Narada, actually do not reside in my abode, Vaikuntha, nor do I reside within the hearts of the yogis, but I reside in the place where my pure devotees chant my holy name and discuss my form, pastimes, and qualities.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So here Srila Prabhupada is explaining the importance of being amongst the pure devotees. And he's saying Vaikuntha means without anxiety. And the material world means full of anxiety. And all living entities who accept this material world as their resident, they're full of anxiety. And the moment they started to read and become engaged in Vaikuntala and being engaged in the devotion, the association and topics of the holy name of the Lord, they 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 stop being envious of each other. They and anxiety stop there too for that moment as they're engaged in discussing the holy name of the Lord. Um, and my dear Narada, actually, he said, I do not reside in my abode, Vaikuntala, nor do I reside within the hearts of the yogis. So he's saying that he doesn't reside in the heart of the yogis or in the abode in Vaikuntala, but I reside in the place where my pure devotee chant my holy names and discuss my form, pastimes, and qualities. So he that's where it's more important with the association of pure devotees, chanting the name and discussing form and part and thing. And I also take away anxiety and being envious and all those things for that time while discussing. And I think, thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Wherever. So I was telling actually our house becomes either Kunta or Vaikunta. You can convert house into Kunta or Vaikunta. If you worship Vishnu at home, invite devotees, reverse Krishna Katha, your house comes Kunta to Vaikunta. Otherwise, every time, in this material world, everywhere, anxiety. Everywhere, anxiety. Morning to evening, anxiety. Kids going to school, anxiety. Kids passing exam is anxiety. Kids getting into college admission, anxiety. Hmm? So going to job, anxiety. Seeing boss is anxiety. Right? All these anxieties. So that will be completely, we can immune to those, become immune to those anxieties by taking up the Krishna conscious activities. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Swaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. Right? Any of one or two, three processes would subside. That's it will not eradicate completely, subside, or they become minute. They become minuscule. They become what you call not a priority for us. Of course, suffering may not be able to, but at least we get some kind of relief. Oh, okay, Krishna is there. Krishna is my Lord. He will, everything happening because of the reason. It's not a random process prearranged by Lord. So take shelter of lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, name, form, qualities, and pastimes. Then that would give some kind of respite. Okay.
Yeah, Prabhu, can I just say something quick?
Yeah.
I noticed that when our children or even us, as you said, with job, with everything, we become anxiety. And the next thing is that we go to doctors, they give us, some kind of prescription, and then it start messing with our brain, and then we lose our mental health. And one of the thing is I lately understand too, and I've seen this, like when you start to read all these sloka, you started to listen, pay attention, it calms your mind down. And I think calmness is the cure for anxiety. And also, all this devotional and all the association of course, what we just discussed, all those things are the medicine to cure the anxiety.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good point, Mataji. Thank you.
You're welcome, Prabhu.
Okay. Who is there? I'm just asking who is unmuted. Bala Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Purport Bhakti Vedansi Prabhupada Prabhu ki jai.
Yeah.
Because of the presence of the Lord, because of the presence of the Lord in the form of the transcendental vibration, the Vaikuntha atmosphere is evoked. Its atmosphere is without fear and anxiety. One living entity does not fear another. Hearing the holy names and glories of the Lord, a person executes pious activities. Shravanam Katha
Yeah,
Krishna
this same sloka yesterday.
Kirtanam
Mhm.
Bhagavatam 1-12-17. Thus his material hankerings immediately stop. This Sankirtana movement, started by the Society of Krishna Consciousness, is meant for creating Vaikuntha, the transcendental world that is without anxiety, even in this material world. The method is the propagation of Shravanam Kirtanam process throughout the world,
Yeah, Prabhu,
in
stop,
which
Prabhu, please.
everyone is envious of his fellow man. Animalistic envy exists in
No,
human
stop
society.
there.
Stop, okay. Thank you. So essentially, Prabhupada is saying that whenever there's pure devotees, there's association of devotees that are there, and they are chanting or talking about the Lord. In that case, there's a transcendental vibration that's created, and the Vaikuntha atmosphere is evoked in that place. And in such an atmosphere, there's no fear of anxiety. And since one living entity does not fear another, by hearing the holy names and glories of the Lord, a person becomes, less anxious, and that's why Shravanam Kirtanam and Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanam is said, and that way the material hankerings stop immediately, and essentially the Krishna conscious movement was started to create this kind of Vaikuntha atmosphere in this material world. Thank you, Prabhu.
See, my experience, okay, I'm talking to many people. Every person has problem with the kids. Kids are there because we did not raise them properly. Everybody has a problem with the kids, regardless of, So, but kids, I mean, again, I'm not saying anything wrong. Maybe even unknowingly, we did not have about Krishna consciousness before. But still, who have kids now growing up, who are, in age of 12, 13, 14, even smaller than that, please engage them, use this, avail this opportunity, what Central New Jersey or around here providing, engaging them in Sunday schools, and kids would get the benefit of it so that they know the meaning of life. They can lead that fearless life, right? Especially in this era, kids are facing a lot of issues, anxiety issues, which web college issues are playing here and there, what type of career I should take, etc. Become great challenge. Being a parents, we also feel sometimes stressful, right? So the better solution is that involving in Krishna consciousness, our anxiety would reduce that, we can take smart decisions. And also with association of the devotees, we can talk the devotees, kids, they have similar experiences. And that would help us like what do you call, like a medicine, as Leela Mataji nicely explained, that itself curable for so many anxieties. So where kids are growing up, my sincere advice is please be in the Krishna conscious and engage kids. It doesn't matter they're grown up or anything, but still putting them in the association of the other kids, etc., who are in the same pool, that would help them to make better decisions so that they become, at least it may be not able to remove complete anxieties, but calm down, calm down. Okay. So that's the best way to deal with kids. And then, so see, the problem is that kids become very, very anxious. because we think we can control everything. That's a problem. But the knowledge is given. Hey, you try your level best, whatever it is. But your destiny and also God, these things would also help so that it's something you are trying to achieve higher. You may not able to achieve because of whatever reasons. Then they calm down. Okay, this is the reason happening. When that knowledge has been provided to them, they become like little anxious. So that is very, very important, right? So including us, we sometimes we are more anxious than kids as well, right? But hey, right, it's not just we are the controllers. There is a higher power, supreme Lord, okay, and also our karma, okay, whatever we have done. So there's so many factors we take into consideration, so the result would come. So that's why this knowledge is very essential for the growing up kids as well. Hmm? So much stress everywhere, especially now. The current government, the way they're dealing things is everybody's stressed out. Everybody's stressed. I was reading an article that in 1995, whole year, they had so many layoffs in the industry that they saw that in the time of COVID or sometimes something like that. So much going on in this material world. So at least coming to closer to this literature, transcendental literature would what you call reduce that kind of stressful situations. If we should do what we are supposed to do, and beyond that, not in our control, then we should not worry about that. From that, we have to learn. Hey, I'm worrying up to certain extent. Beyond that, it is also not just me, my karma, my background, and the Supreme Lord's blessings. Everything has to work. So those are we have to take. Sometimes we are just purely think of the materialistic purpose. People get frustrated and they go to an extent to do any things like which are not healthy. Okay, they start using drugs slowly to forget these things, or they do other nonsense activities rather than engaging in the devotional service. Okay.
Prabhu, should I add one point?
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji. Why not?
No, see, Prabhu, why anxiety comes, right? Oh,
Mhm.
people don't have that gopi bhav, right? Gopi bhav, what? They are accepting reversals. We don't want to accept reversals. That's the reason anxiety comes. But when we have that bhav, we'll start accepting that reversals and we'll be free of anxiety. But we don't want to
Mhm.
accept the reversals, right? That is the problem anxiety triggers.
Mhm.
So when we have that bhav, definitely I will be free of anxiety because he's our father. He's the
Mhm.
father. He has to protect us. We don't worry. Yes, we're remembering him every second. He will protect us.
Yeah. But
Bhav
it's
is hard.
not that easy to get to that level, Prabhuji. It takes time. No way. People who are even I'm saying these things honestly speaking. Even I am not at that level what you are talking because it's a slow and gradual process. It takes time. Yeah, yeah. You're talking something highest go before you went to the all the way pinnacle, but it's a long way to go. That process. It maybe not this lifetime, but in general, I'm talking. The anxiety comes.
Right.
We
No,
need to have at least transcendental knowledge that it's not just me. Okay? So when you associate with, you see, you're talking about a few devotee a normal person going to some anxiety. We cannot go and tell them, okay, have this bow. No, hey, associate the devotees who are surrendering to you. Okay, talk to them and involve in devotional service. Do this, so that slowly, the consciousness get purified.
and also, Prabhu, always you say one statement, right? We should not worry about future, right?
Mm,
You're in
mm,
passion mode. Be in the present. You're always in the goodness mode. Anxiety
mm.
comes when we do the future planning. That is where anxiety.
Mm.
Oh, we thought this will happen. That never happened, right? But
That
we're
is
not always in present. If we be in present, that anxiety never comes up.
right. This is see theoretically that very sounds correct, but again, it's a it's a journey. It doesn't happen overnight.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's go to Bala Prabhuji. Ravi Prabhuji can take up.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah.
Jai.
In the material world, everyone is envious of his fellow man Animalistic envy exists in human society as long as there is no performance of Sankirtana Yagna, the chanting of the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The Prachetas therefore decided to remain always in the society of devotees, and they considered that to be the highest benediction possible in human life. So Srila Prabhupada is mentioning that in this material world, everyone is envious of his fellow men. So as Prabhuji also explained, being envious is the most dangerous thing, and that is the blocker to go back to Godhead or the spiritual world. And there is a difference between envious and jealousy. So being envious is, even though you have those things and other person also has those things, and you're still envious. So that is very dangerous. So animalistic envy exists in human society as long as there is no performance of Sankirtana Yagna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has introduced Sankirtana Yagna in Kali Yuga, where we chant the holy names, and that is the only way to to get rid of envious. And the Prachetas so decided to remain in the society of devotees, and they considered that to be the highest benediction possible in human life. So only thing that we can pray to the Lord, saying that if we get birth again, that we get association of devotees, and that is the way we can, life after life, we can go, we can confirm that, we are making progress in devotional process by the association of devotees.
What Mahaprabhu says, Mama Janman Janmanishvara Hetvakira. Mahaprabhu explains, right? Beautiful in Shastaka. Mama Janmani Janmanishvara Hetvakira. Give me association life after life. Should devotees association. Yeah. Okay. Anybody wants to add any points here? Okay. The message is very clear here, right, in this shloka. Yeah. This is the greatness Prabhupada concludes. Let's look at the last line. Therefore, decided to remain always in the society of devotees, and they considered that to be the highest benediction possible in human form of life. So that is the highest thing, not becoming a millionaire, billionaire. Of course, nothing wrong in accumulating some money so that we can practice Krishna consciousness worry-free. But beyond that, atyaharasya prajalpasya, too much hankering for material benefit, this, that. The more you have desires to have more material things, more anxiety develops to you. Okay, I have one house, two house. Okay, now I want a third house. Then anxiety starts. How I should accumulate money? Fourth house, fifth. So this is how there is no limit for the draw for the acquiring. Right? So should I? Who is available next? Unmuted. Let me see. Okay, so Sundara Prabhuji, are you available?
Yes, Prabhu.
Can you take up the shloka?
Yes, sure. Yatra Narayana Sakshad
Yatra Narayana Sakshat
Bhagavan Yasinam Gatihi
Bhagavan
Bhagavan
Srinam Gatihi
Sanstuyate Satkathasu
Samsuyate Satkathasu
Mukta Sanghay Punah Punah
Mukta
Mukta
Sanghay
Sanghe
Punah Punah
Yatra where
Yatra
Yatra
where
Narayana, Lord Narayana
Lord Narayana
Narayana
Sakshat directly
Sakshat directly
directly
Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead
Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead
Nyasinam of persons in the renounced order of life
Yeah,
Shima,
Siddhya,
persons in the renounced
renounced
order of
order of
life.
life.
right?
Gati, the ultimate goal.
Gati,
Gati
the
is
ultimate
the
goal.
ultimate goal.
the ultimate goal.
Samstruyate is worshipped.
Some
Samstruyate is
Samstruyate
worshipped.
is worshipped.
Sat Kathas, by discussing the transcendental vibration.
Sat
Satkata, by
Ashu, by
discussing the
discussing the
transcendental
transcendental
vibration.
vibration.
Mukta Sangai, by those who are liberated from the material
Mukta
contamination.
Mukta Sangai, by those who are liberated from material contamination.
liberated from material contamination.
Puna, again and again.
Again and again.
Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Jai. The Supreme Lord Narayana
the Supreme
Supreme
Lord
Lord Narayana
Narayana
is present among devotees who are engaged in hearing and chanting the holy names of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
is present
Is present among devotees who are engaged in hearing and chanting the holy names of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Lord Narayana is the ultimate goal of sannyasis,
Narayana is the ultimate goal of sannyasis,
those in the renounced order of life.
those
in the renounced order of life.
And Narayana is worshipped through this Sankirtana movement.
And Narayana is worshipped through this
Sanskirtana moment
By those who are liberated from material contamination.
by
those who are liberated from material contamination.
material contamination.
Indeed, they recite the holy name again and again.
Indeed.
They recite the holy name again and again.
Again and again.
Hare.
Correct.
Krishna.
So beautiful. Yeah. Let's see. Anybody is available to read? Okay. Whoever did not read yet is ready to read.
Yes, Prabhuji, I can read
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
Yeah, go ahead.
Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ji ki Jai.
Yeah.
The Mayavadi sannyasis are missing the real presence of Narayana. This is because they falsely claim to be Narayana himself. According to the customary etiquette of Mayavadi sannyasis, they address one another as Narayana. To say that everyone is a temple of Narayana is correct, but to accept another human being as Narayan is a great offense. The conception of Daridra Narayan, poor Narayan, an attempt to identify the poor with Narayan is also a great offense. Even to identify Narayan with demigods like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva is an offense. Prabhuji will repeat after you.
Yastu Narayanam Devam
Yastu Narayanam Devam
Brahma Rudradi Daivatai
Brahma
Rudradi Daivatai
Samatvenaiva Viksheta
Samatvenaiva Viksheta
Sapashandi Bhave Dhruvam.
Sapashandi Bhave Dhruvam.
You can read the translation. Prabhuji.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Yeah, up
One
to
who
Prabhuji.
considers yes, Prabhuji. One who considers Lord Narayana on a level with great demigods like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva is immediately listed among non-believers. I'll stop here, Prabhuji. Shall I read, Prabhuji? The full?
Stop, Mataji, stop.
Okay, sure, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, here Prabhuji is explaining that the Mayavadi philosophers, they considered, they missed the real essence of Narayana. They falsely claim to be Narayana themselves. So Prabhuji is saying that everyone in the Mayavadi philosophy address themselves each other as Narayan. So to say that everyone is a temple of Narayan is correct, but to address themselves as equivalent to Narayana is a great offense. Same goes on with the conception of Daridra Narayan as Mahatma Gandhi said this, Prabhuji, that every poor who should be considered as a Narayan, as Daridra Narayan. So Prabhuji is saying that is also,
That is an offense. Yeah, go ahead.
yes, that is, Prabhuji, this thing, I think you'll be able to explain more better.
Yeah. See, Prabhupada talking about the Mayavadi philosophers means who You all know that Mayavadi means that who doesn't accept Krishna as a person, right? And they think Aham Brahmasmi, right? Nothing wrong in Aham Brahmasmi is the Vaishnava philosophy is yes, Aham Brahmasmi, God and I have same qualities. God is quantitatively different. That is the real conception of the um, this Vaishnava philosophy. In the Advaita philosophy, Shankaracharya, they believe that Mayavadam, Aham Brahmasmi, I am same like a God. God and I are same. That's a misconception. That's why Mayavadis, they think that I and God are same. Okay, when Krishna is Narayana, you are also Narayana, I am also Narayana, which is a great offense to the lotus feet of the Lord. But I am part and parcel of Narayana, I have to serve him. That is the real conception of the life. Prabhupada explains. And Daridra Narayana, Prabhupada, actually, I read somewhere, I don't remember which purport. Prabhupada chastised. What is Daridra Narayana? Narayana is never Daridra. Narayana is never Daridra. Narayana is always opulent. 6 opulence is 100%. How we can say Daridra Narayana? So, Prabhupada says it's a great offense to say that Narayana is never Daridra. He is always opulent. The devotees are always opulent. We see the physical condition of a person, we say there is a Daridra Narayana. No. So he says that the attempt to fool with Narayana is also a great offense. Even to identify Narayana with even, we all know that 10 offenses, right? Ravi Prabhu and Vimal do very good in those 10 offenses to the Supreme Lotus Feet of Krishna. Right? One of the 10 offenses, right?
Yeah, Prabhu.
Considering Lord is equivalent to the demigods or in Lord Shiva Indra is also a great offense. No one can match up with that level of Supreme Personality of Godhead. No other living entity. Krishna is the He is the only one, unique. That's it. That post is filled. We cannot replace that post with somebody else. That's why they're all great offenses to say Daridra Narayana. And also Prabhupada beautiful writing, this all encouragement for all of us that Krishna doesn't reside in Vaikuntha, etc. Wherever Stunvanti Gayanti, wherever hearing Krishna Katha, singing the glories of Krishna, there Krishna presents. For example, we are all discussing now Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam on the call, Zoom call. That's fine. We are all discussing about Krishna Katha. And Krishna and Narada, Brahma, all the demigods also would come and reside in this Zoom call. They hear also as well the glories. Okay, that only that faith develops once we are an advanced receiver. Now, this Ravi is saying, Zoom call, but Krishna can do anything, right? Magics. He is Sarvantariyami. He is cause of all causes. And he can create this Zoom call as a fictitious Sangha, and they are listening on this call as well. That is where Krishna is present. That is where few devotees are present. That is where the Tushanti cha, Ramanti cha, Machita Matkata Pranayanta, Bodhayanta Parasparam. We are talking, conversing about Krishna. We are talking, we are listening. That is where Lord Sri Krishna is present. So that's why a few devotees, again, the same theory, we don't worry too much where we go. Jivan Muktasya, Karmana Manasagira, Jivan Muktasya Uchate. In the material world also we get liberated by engaging in the devotional service to Krishna. Right? Is that clear to everyone? Or did I confuse everyone?
No point. Very clear, Prabhu.
That's fine. That's good. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see who else is available to. This looks like very big paragraph. We're out of time. You want to continue or we continue tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll stop, Prabhu. We'll continue tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you. Anybody has any questions? Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna.